Did you have did you have safe travels home? Did
Oh,
you
safe
have
travel home? Yeah. It was good. Yeah, it was good. And it was so funny because, well, I'll tell you later. It was so funny because my husband, when we did land, he goes, "Hey, I just texted him. I said, "Hey, we just, just landed." And he goes, "Oh, look left." And I look out the window. He goes, "That's me." They had just landed right beside us.
Oh, that was cute though.
It was cute.
For the
It
little
was.
travel couple.
I know. Yeah.
What a fun little travel couple intro story. Hey, y'all. It's your travel bestie, Kat. And my friend Jackie from the eWomen Network is going to join us today. She's a platinum member and a sister in the network. And she's going to talk to us about travel and the global perspective. Say hey. So tell me about Jackie for listeners, for your first timers who don't know, the woman behind Rainmakers and what journey led you here.
Oh, well, I guess back in 2016, I had a near-death scuba diving incident. I've I was in corporate. I own my own company in the construction industry, and yeah, I went scuba diving with my husband. We were down in Mexico and had a little incident that left me 3 days in ICU and
Whew.
changed my life. And one of the things I had kind of received a message. I don't know what everyone's beliefs are, but I received a message that day, and part of it was, get out there and help people feel more confident and successful in business and in life. And I left my business, my corporate career, and decided that I was going to do exactly that. Help people be more confident and successful in business and in life. And I opened up Rainmakers Business Solutions and helping them with sales and leadership and revenue growth, helping them build their businesses so they could be more successful.
I love that so much.
Mm,
That is
thanks.
just amazing. How do you
Mhm.
feel like travel has changed your perspective on your role in leadership and mindset for that?
Oh, I think when you see all the diversity, all um, the different places in the world, how people live, the choices, the wealth, the, the not so privileged. It changes everything. It gives you a much broader perspective that allows you to really take things into consideration when you're making choices and decisions. You're not thinking from a narrow scope. You think on a bigger, more visionary, larger perspective, I think.
I love that you pointed out that global perspective because when you think about the diverse teams and the way we're all connected in the world, how should people approach their new experiences working with you, working with travel, anything like that from that global view?
Oh, well, I believe you live life to the fullest. And, whether that's traveling, whether it's your business and taking risks and looking at everything as an opportunity. I mean, how many times do you think, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm not up to it, whatever. And then you do it and it's wonderful. It's fabulous. It's so exciting. And you're like, oh, I'm so glad I did that. Or you meet the right person, or right? It's really about taking it and owning it and just doing and having the right attitude. And I think that's what travel is about. That's what life is about. That's what business is about. It's all about that.
Mhm. Okay, Rainmakers, you focus on helping businesses, and a lot of times it's selling smarter and leading stronger, right? So,
Yes.
what are the biggest mistakes you see entrepreneurs make when they're trying to grow?
Oh, um, they don't talk about what's in it for the client. They talk about them. They fail to talk about the client's pain points. They skip
Mhm.
over that. They skip over it and they go right to, oh, this is what I do. And they fail to capture the client's attention. You need to talk about the pain points to capture their attention, and then you can talk about the solutions that you provide. I see that a lot. Or I see their messages like, oh, I see this all the time. they use really big words. And I'm a speaker. I'm a speaker. I'm like, they say grade 4 language, grade 4 language. And I am a specialist. My gift in this world is simplicity. My program selling me simple. Everything I do is about simplicity. And the more simple you can make things for people, the easier it is for them to understand and grasp. And I have clients come in to take the sales course and they're thinking, and I'm like, okay, I've known you for 5 years and I still don't know what it is you do because I don't understand what that title is. And, people need to be able, when someone reads a card or they see your title, you need to be able, someone else, a third party, needs to be able to see it, understand it, and tell somebody else what you do. And if they can't do that, then you don't know what that is. And
Yeah, they can't refer anybody to
they
you. They
can't.
don't know what
Yeah,
you do.
right. The other thing that I see people do all the time, this is a sales thing, they talk about the features and what features they provide, but they don't talk about the benefit that they provide. And so the feature is what it is, the benefit is what it does and what the outcome is for the client and what that, the pain point that they solve. And so often people just talk about benefits that they provide. That's a big one. That's a really big one I mean.
That was good. That was deep and good.
You like that one?
I
Yeah.
do.
Oh, good.
Many many
Mm,
travel agents like myself are small business owners, and a lot of them struggle with sales. Why do
yeah.
you believe selling is really about leadership and relationships?
Oh, it's people need to know you, like you, and trust you, especially women. Men are a little more task oriented when they're buying, but women, it's all about know, like, and trust. And especially today with the Edelman Trust Monitor. In fact, it's trust. We're in a trust recession. It is the lowest trust levels we've ever had. You think about the past things that have gone on. We had Madoff and that whole real estate thing that happened and the banks and all of these things that are just going on in our world. The only thing that we have is this chaos and people need to trust. And especially now with AI, we don't even know that you're real.
Mm-hmm.
That's why,
True story.
networking and getting to know people and seeing, that they're real is so important. And I think, yeah, that's why it's so important that it's all about relationships, internal, external. And emotional intelligence is becoming, the skill set to have. All Fortune 500 companies are all about emotional intelligence. It's not about skill set, technical skill set. It's all about soft skills and how good are you at building those relationships.
That's really good. And building that trust is so important. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
got a fun question for you. If you were
Okay.
designing the ultimate business growth retreat anywhere in the world, where would it
Oh,
be and why?
oh, I love Bali.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. And why? Because the elephant sanctuary is probably the most fun place in the whole world. I, when you can do something that makes you feel like a 5-year old again, I don't care who you are, what you do, but to have that kind of giggly fun where an elephant is wrapping its trunk around you while you're feeding it an apple or a piece of fruit, and it's just you just it's just, oh my gosh, it's the most fun thing in the whole world, and you giggle away like you're 5 years old. We all need more of that in our world, right? Don't we?
Yes.
I
And what
think
could be more peaceful and joyous than an elephant? I mean, come on. They don't forget.
so.
They talk about how they remember each other when they've been separated for years. I'm telling you.
Oh,
They're-
and sorry, yeah, loyalty. They have one trainer their entire life and stays with them from like 20 years old on, like loyalty. And is there enough of that in the world either? I don't know. That's all part of trust.
yeah. Looking at travel for our businesses, like the conference we were just at for eWomen, the Platinum Summit. How do you think retreats, conferences, or travel experiences accelerate business breakthroughs?
Oh, well, I don't know about you, but I had so many aha moments. It's like when you get a group and you take a group of people that are like-minded and all there to learn and share and grow. And how can you not? How can you not? Like, I mean, the energy is so positive. I mean, it's just, it was vibrating. It was absolutely vibrating. And the women, I mean, it was just so positive. It wasn't competitive. It was supportive. It was just fabulous. And I think anytime you have a group like that, it's just a win-win all around. It's just magical. Yeah. I think it's wonderful. Yeah. I can't say enough, right? I have to
Yes.
do more. I have to do more because there were so many aha moments where someone's introducing someone is, concepts and things that you start talking about them in your little groups and all of a sudden, you're gaining takeaways and value adds and it grows into something really phenomenal. Where you're both up in the night going, sit down.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, when you travel, are you a window or an aisle seat girly?
Oh, that's a question. It depends. It depends on whether I'm traveling and how I'm traveling. If it's me alone, I
Uh-huh.
typically take, and I'm going long distance, I'll take the window. If it's my husband and I and we're going shorter distance, I'll do an aisle. And if the flight is full, I end up in the middle, usually between my husband and somebody else. If I'm going standby, right?
You're
In
the
the middle.
bridge.
Yeah.
What's a place that's still on your bucket list that you haven't made it to?
I want to go to Phuket.
Ooh, okay.
I want to go to Iceland.
Oh, Iceland, yeah.
Yeah.
Viking goes to Iceland now. They have a whole extension there.
Yeah.
I can hook you
Oh,
up.
there you go.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
there's so many places. I have a bucket list that I keep on my phone. They say when you retire, you should have 69 things on your bucket list.
Ooh, I
So I
like that.
keep all these things on my phone. And as things come up, I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And I put it on my little list.
That's smart. I'm going to start that. Everybody needs to start their bucket list right now. So that's a good
Yeah.
idea. I like it.
Yeah.
What's a destination that you've been to that changed you forever?
Um, changed me forever. Hmm. Well, Cozumel, Mexico, and the near-death scuba diving thing, that
Yeah.
definitely changed me forever. I think it was New Orleans.
Oh,
Yeah. Two things. Window of opportunity. So we were on the boat with a group of, not our group of people, but we went on a cruise. We met these people on the cruise. And the captain had said, there's a certain window of opportunity to get off the boat. And a couple of the ladies we were with were taking a little longer than they should have, and we missed that window of opportunity.
oh,
I never, I will never, ever, ever take that for granted. And when someone says there's a limited period of time, I will never mess with window of opportunity. The other thing too, they had said, um, make sure you're not wearing jewelry and things like that. And right, we take our safety sometimes for granted when we're traveling. Yeah.
oh, for sure. And you have to
Right.
think about that, especially when you're going to places that aren't like where we're from, right? Or aren't
Right.
first world countries. There, people will
See,
do whatever. Yeah.
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 But even at home, like we should be worried about our safety sometimes, and we don't. We
Oh,
just take
yeah.
it for
There's
granted,
places.
right?
Yeah. You have to think,
Yeah.
especially as women, right?
Yeah.
How we walk
Yeah.
to the car, how we walk in the parking lot at the airport by ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah. I think what it was, it's known as such a fun destination, such a fun place. And it was, the opposite. I guess it just
Oh,
shocked me, right? Because I was like, what? It's such a fun place. Like, I think that's what it was, right? It was that,
yeah.
yeah. but I love the history of it. I loved all the tunnels underneath. I love the action. I just loved it. It was one of my favorite places in the world. Favorite places.
Yay.
I know. The plantations, the homes, the all that. Oh, I just love New Orleans. Just love it. It's rare that I want to go back to one place, right?
Mhm.
Because there's so many places to see. That is one place that I would definitely go back to.
Very cool. I like New
Yeah.
Orleans. I would go back there too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it.
What's a good leadership habit that people should implement this week to get them back
Mm.
on track for results?
Sometimes, as women, I think we get caught up in perfection. Take
Mm.
imperfect action. That's what I have to remind myself. And the other thing is this activity making me money? It's my,
Smart.
yeah,
That's a hard one because, yeah.
yeah. Because we get caught up in, at least for me, those are two things I think of because I get caught up in, especially as entrepreneurs, you get caught up in administration, you get caught up in things that maybe aren't necessarily making you money or you think it has to be done to perfection before it goes out. And it's like, no, just do it. Just get her done. It doesn't have
Send
to
it
be
out.
perfect.
If it has
Just
a typo, so what? It's okay.
yeah, well, typos I worry about, but it doesn't have to be. I don't know. There are just so many things that we obsess about sometimes that we shouldn't. And yeah,
Yeah, we let things keep us up at night sometimes, right?
yeah. And do we have to revise it every time we see it? No,
No.
no,
No.
stop. Yeah.
What's the best business idea you've ever had while you were traveling?
I had this idea.
Ooh.
Um, I had this idea. It's called Smart Start, and it's to help entrepreneurs.
Uh-huh.
part of my part of my mandate is to give back and to help, right? And I love helping entrepreneurs, particularly women entrepreneurs. But part of it is, sometimes I know when I started, I was like, I had lots of business experience, but I'm like, how do I start as an entrepreneur? Like,
Mhm.
where do I go? Is there a book called, Entrepreneur 101? And how do you do that? And along the way, I spent a lot of money and a lot of time on the wrong things. And I thought, there has got to be a way, there's got to be, and I see people doing the same thing along the way. And I'm like, so I was on a trip sitting on the beach, and I'm like, there should be a system. There should be a simple system for that. And I came up with a smart start. And that's what it is. It's a
Ooh.
simple system. It's almost like a little business in a box for people where it's easy, it's quick, it saves people time, effort, money. They're not going to be taken by product peddlers. I call them product peddlers, and where they get good, solid advice because I've made every mistake there is. I can assure you. I have, if there's way to lose time, effort, and money, I've done it. So, yeah, I came up with that. And that was
I
my,
love that. And you did it on a beach too. Good job.
yeah. Usually it's in the middle of the night where I come, wake up going, no. But that was on a beach, that one.
That is very cool.
Hmm.
Okay, so if someone's listening and they want to learn more about you and Rainmakers, how do they find you?
LinkedIn, that's my baby. I post daily
Okay.
on and have since the scuba diving incident back I started in 2017. So I post daily on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, but it's mostly Facebook. LinkedIn is where you need to go. And
Okay.
I post tips and videos and insights on business growth. So lots of info there.
I love that. And what do you want entrepreneurs, especially women, to know while they're building their next chapter? What do you want them to remember?
Dream big. Don't let fear stop you. And be badass in everything you do because you are good enough. You can do it. Everybody has that little voice inside their head that says, oh, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. So many of us suffer from that imposter syndrome. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. You are amazing. You are fabulous. You can do this. And you know what? You've got it.
Do you still scuba dive? Have
No,
you done it?
no,
No.
no, I'm not allowed to. That
Yeah.
was, yeah, yeah.
I'm so glad you survived that and that you're just sharing all of this wisdom and spirit with everyone. I love
Well,
that.
thank you. Yeah, I'm very very blessed and very happy to be here too. And yeah, it really did change my life in so many ways, in so many positive ways. So
You really
yeah.
are a joy. I loved getting to meet you. I feel so lucky that our paths crossed because I think you're just an awesome person
Oh,
and I
well,
like
thank
what you're
you.
doing. Yeah.
Thanks. Ditto. I mean, oh my gosh, you were in that room. I was like, look at her. I need to meet her. Look at her. Look at those glasses. She's got another pair on
Yeah.
today, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a
No,
lot of glasses.
I know you do. That's great. No, it was wonderful. And who knew you'd be a travel agent doing all this? This is wonderful.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we got to help people learn how to say yes to work life balance and adding in travel. It's just going to give you peace and make you happy.
Oh, travel is just, and this is one of the things that, a lot of business owners make the mistake of. They work and work and work and work and work, and they don't schedule time in for vacation and travel. If you look at the top CEOs, first thing they do at the beginning of every year is schedule their holiday
Oh,
time,
yeah.
like the pilots and the companies. I don't know about other companies, but at my husband's company, they book their holidays a year out. Everything has to be booked a year in advance, and that comes first. Holiday time comes first. And where is it? When are you taking your holidays? And it's that priority. It's about making downtime that priority in your life, and everything else kind of comes around that. It's important
And
because
honestly, that's smart because if you book it and it's on there, you can plan everything around it, their work, their everything, and nothing's going to derail it. But if you try and wait and squeeze it in, it's like
doesn't
trying to squeeze in a hair appointment. It's a lot easier to move one than it is to try and book one last minute. I'm just saying.
exactly.
As women, we can all relate to that. We've all tried to squeeze a hair appointment in.
Oh yeah, if you can even get it. Yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. But if you'd booked
yeah,
out for the year, it'd be a lot easier to move it than to try and squeeze it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm. Great.
Well,
And
thank you so much.
I'm so thrilled that you asked me to do this. Thank you.